Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another classic TFL matchup, man.
Yeah.
We've got two cars that directly compete, the brand new Infiniti Q50 and of course the Lexus IS200. What makes them compete, Nathan?
They both have 2-liter turbos and they're both rear-wheel drive.
All right, so what do we do with them?
Let's have some fun. We're at a track, right?
All right, what kind of fun you want to have?
Three tests.
All right.
Tests. Okay, so what we should do is a drag race.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And then braking test.
60 to 0?
Why not? And of course, we're going to do a hot lap.
All right, that's coming up right now on the Fast Lane car. Don't tell Nathan, he may not know this, but I have a secret weapon, and that is what's under the hood. This is a 2-liter, but Nissan, or in this case Infiniti, doesn't have a 2-liter. So they partnered with Mercedes, that's right! I got a Mercedes-Benz 2-liter under the hood. The same one that's in the C-Class. It's probably tuned a little bit differently because, well, Infiniti has to give the engine its own flavor.
Okay, so I got traction control off. I found out that this thing won't launch at all with the traction control on, and you have to give it the beans. It's got to have like around 24 to 2600 RPM, or else the turbo lag is horrible.
Oh, it's close. It's close. But here comes Infiniti. By a whisker. Sweet.
Wow. So I had you a little bit and then you passed me.
Yeah, this has a little bit more mid-range torque.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That was a good race.
Yeah, good race. It's always good when they're close like that.
So this thing will launch faster, and I suspected this, the Infiniti has a little bit more grunt.
I've got the V-Box here, so we're gonna see how many feet it takes for this Infiniti to go from 60 to 0. Let's see what the results are. 2.9 seconds, and if I click on this, I need the complete results, details. So here we have it, 2.94 seconds, 117.6 feet. 2.9 and 117.6. So the question is, how will Nathan's Lexus do compared to this Infiniti? Only one way to find out.
All right, here we go. Hit start. And away we go. There it goes. Let's get to 60, baby. Here we go with details. 124 feet. 124.52 feet, I should say. There you go. Finally, a result.
All right, Nathan, I mean, these cars are so similar, but so far the Infiniti is a little faster from 0 to 60, and it's a little shorter stopping from 60 to 0. And people might be thinking it's really about the driver.
Yeah.
And so what? It is. Deal with it, guys. It's fun.
Yeah, this is really just for fun.
Yeah.
Paul would be faster than both our big asses in this thing, that's for sure. And away we go. By the way, steering in this car, very direct. I love the steering feel. A little tiny bit of body roll, a little bit more than I expect, but I think part of that has to do with the fact that this thing is around 3,600 pounds. There is a noticeable amount of turbo lag. Driving around town, it's great. But yeah, the turbo lag is definitely there. Put my foot down, I wait, and then it goes. It's like driving a Saab from the 80s. Come on, come on. Put my foot down, waited, and then it spooled up.
I really like this Infiniti, but it does have one major drawback, and that is this electric steering. There's just no steering feel. And what Infiniti did was they actually made it more interesting by changing the variable ratio, so it can go as low as 12:1 to as high as 20:1, which means basically that depending on what mode you're in, the steering wheel and the amount of turn you put into it changes and doesn't stay consistent to the amount that the wheels actually turn. And I think that's where the future is, but this is version 1.0 of the system, and it just doesn't work. It just feels really artificial. And it's like you're giving the computer suggestions and the car does what it wants, instead of you actually having a direct linear feed from the wheels to the steering wheel to your brain.
I want to point out something that's really important. That is that this vehicle was hand-tuned by Sebastian Vettel. One of the best current alive driving racing guys out there, Formula One wise, and he's German, and you're almost German, so I'm just letting you know that's your advantage.
Thanks. That puts a lot of pressure, man.
Yeah.
I really appreciate that.
Just letting you know, just bringing it up to. Okay, enjoy.
I appreciate that. Thanks. All driving aids are on. Sliding it around. Engine cut power because of the traction control not lifting around this turn. These tires cut power there. Again. Sliding, no power. There we go. Now I'm trying to get the feel of this car. Using the back wheels to steer it a little bit, but that traction control is really intrusive. But it is very progressive. I think if I turn the traction control off, I could do better. Of course, I get a call from Nissan, or Infiniti in this case, about tire wear. This does put a tremendous amount of tire wear on what is basically a street tire. There we go.
The turbo lag in this car reminds me of Saabs from the 80s, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. You put your foot down, and then you wait and you wait. So when I was coming out of corners, I put my foot down, and it would just kind of drop off. Then it would pick up, and it's really annoying.
All right, there's your time.
And 116.58.
116.58. Yo, what up, dude?
Sebastian Vettel would be very proud.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, 2 seconds faster. You know, I think I could have done better with the traction control off.
Yeah, and you know, when you went at the first corner, you're going too hot.
Yeah.
And I thought, oh, cool, there's that 1 second I need. And yeah, apparently not. Oh, well, good job.
We have it. There we have it, guys. We've got definitive results. All right, Nathan, it's pretty definitive. The Infiniti on this day with these two drivers is the faster car.
I agree. I'm a little embarrassed.
Which would you buy?
I would still buy my car. I would still get it because I like the way it looks and I like its interior.
You know, I'm with you on those two, but I would buy that one because as a driver's car, I think that's a little better.
I think I have to agree with you.
And I've got a little secret, dude.
What?
That has a Mercedes engine.
What?
Yeah, the 2-liter.
Dude, well, no wonder. That makes sense.
Or not. As always, this is Roman.
I'm Nathan.
Reporting for the Fast Lane Car. Check out tflcar.com for more news, views,
and real-world reviews.
All right, see you next time. Ciao. Full disclosure, Mercedes flew me out here to beautiful New England to test drive this car. And in case you're wondering, it competes with other German luxury cars like the BMW 4 Series and of course the Audi A5. I'm gonna go back to comfort. Yeah, this car is much more of a car where you kind of sit back, put your head up against the headrest and just kind of cruise down the street and enjoy the view from the panoramic window and feel kind of sexy behind the wheel because you do have a car that says I'm footloose and free.